Today we have right here the brand new Renault CAPTUR. This is the E-Tech version, full hybrid, and in this video we will do the test drive and I will give you all the feedback on how it's on the road. Of course I will have a separate video where you can see the car at a static full review, interior, exterior, technical data, material quality, multimedia, everything, so definitely check out that video as well. This is kind of the most expensive version that you can get it, and it's really interesting because I can present you in more details all the options that you can have on the car and you can choose which one to get. More about that we will talk in the review video. As you probably saw before, the front end is totally different, the back end look quite similar with the previous version. We will talk about that also in that video. Anyway, this is the key, super nice, the same key. I like very much the fact that when you come close to the car will unlock automatically, electric folding mirrors, keyless entrance. This is phenomenal. Also I love the rims, guys. I have to tell you, I like so much those 19-inch rims that come standard on Esprit Alpine version, because we have the Esprit Alpine version, so it's the most expensive version, as I said before. But those rims look so sporty, so nice, so attractive from my point of view. On the rear you have brake discs, on the front ventilated brake discs, McPherson suspension independent on the front end, multi-link semi-independent on the rear, so very good suspension. We will talk about that as we go in the video. Anyway, let's go inside. It's pretty hot outside today. Also you can see Alpine at the entrance, aluminum pedal on this Esprit Alpine version. We have in the interior those textile material seats combined with this ecological leather, they call it, so no animal leather. A lot of things they try to take out from the car, for example the chrome and the leather, so that's really important for ecological reasons. But the seats are super comfortable. You have this A from Esprit Alpine and you have the French flag here. They are nice and they are also comfortable. I sit on them and I like them. Anyway, let's go inside. Close the door. You have a place here, a nice tray to put your key, some storage space, huge storage space for your phone down here, up here, USB-C. Press the brake. This is the start-stop engine button. Right now we need a little bit of climatic system inside because it's super hot outside, 38 degrees outside, you can see up here, so we need some climatic system. Also it comes with panoramic glass roof and also you can open it electrically. I will talk about that. We will keep it closed for the sun protection. Also you can adjust the steering wheel forward, backward, down, up, super simple. It comes with a new digital screen that looks phenomenal from my point of view, probably one of the best. And this car, guys, this CAPTUR, it's probably one of the most affordable small compact SUV that you can get on the market. Also incredible practical, we will talk about that in that video. Incredible technology, and the multimedia system with this Google map, it's just fantastic. And if you go with the top trim levels, you can get this Google integration and it's incredible. You can use even the voice command. For example, let me show you. If you press here, navigate to Barcelona.
Navigating to Barcelona.
It's that fast. It's the same as you have it on your phone. It's the same Android, the same Google map as you have it on your computer, as you have it on your phone. You have navigation, you have all that information here, and it works super fast. It's incredible. It shows you where is the traffic and so on, where are the road closures and so on. I will delete it for the moment, but we will talk about that in the review video. You can also customize the screen in many ways, depend how you like to see it. I will show you also when we go on the highway. In this video we will go on the highway, we will go also in the city, so we will see what kind of consumption we can get. I will leave the climatic system a little bit higher in order to cool down the interior. Now I want to give you some technical data and then I will explain you a few things and we will start driving. The version that I have with me, as I said, is the E-Tech full hybrid. It's a front wheel drive system. It comes with a 1.6 liter petrol engine, 4 cylinders in line, 145 horsepower, 250 Newton meters. It's combined with a multi-mode 6-speed automatic transmission, 4 gears for the petrol engine and 2 gears for the electric motor. Why I say electric motor? Because the car, it's a full hybrid and it comes with two electric motors. One electric motor that's able to drive the front wheels as well, and one electric motor small like a generator that help the petrol engine and the electric motor from time to time. Also, all this system is connected to a 1.2 kilowatt hour battery that's located under the rear seats. We will talk about that also in the review video. Top speed of the car 170 km per hour, 0 to 100 in 10 seconds. The fuel tank capacity 48 liter. Turning circle 11.1 meters. The weight of the car 1417 kilograms, and the ground clearance 16.9 centimeters. It's great. It's a great all-arounder. And the fuel consumption, we will test it also in this video, and I will have also a separate video on my channel where I can test only the consumption, and then check out that video if you're curious about consumption, because there we can go in more details about consumption. Now, CO2 emission 106 grams, pretty good. Suspension independent McPherson on the front and semi-independent on the rear. The price of the car, of this car that I have with me, it's around 29,290 euro. Now, depending what kind of options you get, but on my car I have kind of full options. But this car, this Captur, start at 19,450 euro. Evolution TCE 90 with a pure petrol engine and with manual transmission, but more about that we will talk in another video. Down here you have electronic handbrake and auto hold button. This is fantastic, super convenient. From here you change the gears, you go down to put it in drive, and you have also the B mode. I don't know if you see it down here, the B mode, and if you go one more time you go in B or you go in D, and if you go all the way down then you put it in drive. If you want to go in reverse you go all the way up. You can see the car come with a 360 degrees camera, kind of a bird eye view, pretty good. Active lines, also you can see it on the side, so it's pretty good cameras, not the best but pretty good. And down here in drive and B mode. B mode mean the car will regenerate more energy, and we will drive it in B mode. Other than that, let me go back here. The driving mode, you can change it also from the screen, or you can change it from, you have here a few driving modes from comfort, eco, sport mode, or personalize, and you can configure it and you can personalize the engine, normal, sport, or eco. Steering effort, so if you want to steer it to be a little bit softer you go to low. If you want to have it stronger you put it to high, so that's quite interesting. And vehicle dynamics, off, normal, or sport, so depend how you like to have it, will react. We will drive in eco mode. Also here on an electric you can see a nice graphic with what happened with the energy in real time, the battery, the electric motor, and the petrol engine. Anyway, from here we change the driving mode. I already show you we are in eco mode. Let me go to eco. I will reset the consumption, but first let me set my favorite screen. I want to set my favorite screen with a map in the middle. Yeah, that was, let me change it again one more time. Now it's good. And then we will reset also the consumption and we will start driving. You can see also the nice graphic there, what happened with energy right here, and how many kilometers have the car, 1,000 kilometers. So we need a little bit of time. After 5,000, 10,000 you will get a better consumption. But now I reset it and let's drive it. We are already in drive. Yeah, we don't have too much battery. Actually we have like 40% battery, yeah, not half but 40%. So the cool part is that while the car is driving and you brake or go downhill, you will recuperate some energy that goes back into the battery that you can use it later. And later you can see an EV writing there. You can see the EV writing down there. That means you drive only in electric mode. And right now we are driving in a parking lot at slow speeds. The car is able to drive only in electric mode, and this is fantastic from my point of view. I drive the car today a lot, and I have to tell you, the car driving feeling, it's much more refined than the previous version. It feels much better when it comes to driving feeling. Also the steer and the insulation and the suspensions, everything seems to be a little bit more refined when you compare it with the previous version. I also put it on low level 2 climatic system because outside it's so hot. I need to use it. We need to use it on level 2. So yeah, it will be like that. But right now we are in electric, so the petrol engine, it's completely stopped, and the climatic system will take the energy from the battery. So that's pretty effective, and efficient in the city. At least it's fantastic from my point of view to have this option. Other than that, the steering wheel, it's super good quality. This is from Esprit Alpine with the French flag colors, stitches here, perforated on the side. They're pretty good quality, and even here on the dash you have soft material everywhere. Here you have this fabric material. It's nice. Super good. We will drive in the city, we will have some traffic, we will go on the highway, drive some high speeds. I will show you also the autopilot level 1. They have it here, and also it's optional. We will talk about that in the review video. I will explain a little bit more. We will have more time there, because in this video I want to focus on driving. Here behind the steering wheel you have these controllers for the voice command and also for media, so you can change the sources and the sound. Again, if you go to menu, you have the map here, and it works so good. I like how good they place this screen here in the middle. It's perfectly exactly on your peripheral view, so you have such a good visibility right there in the on the side in the screen, and it's also tilted a little bit to the driver, so that allow you to have such a good visibility, but in the same time to control it very simple. You can go, for example, to find the gas stations around you so fast, and it works so fast. And I tell you the truth, my favorite navigation system today on the market is this one from Renault. Not exactly this one, the one from Austral or Megane or New Scenic. It has a little bit of bigger screen, but in terms of software and in terms of how fast it's moving and hardware, is just phenomenal fast. And you can see the traffic information you can find for restaurants. You can find, for example, also shopping centers, and you have all the shopping centers around here. You have information, you have telephone number. It gives you also information about the trip, about the road, about the traffic. It gives you also routes while you're driving. We will reroute you if it finds other shorter route. You can delete it super easy. It's super convenient. Now, another thing that I saw and I noticed they improve from the other cars from Renault, older versions, is the auto hold function. If I press the acceleration right now, and then if I go to a stop, even if I don't press too long the brake, and I just press it a little bit, and you wait for 1, 2, almost 3 seconds, it's engaging automatic the auto hold function. Something that's extraordinary. It's much more refined, and also the pedal seems to be much more refined. The car seems to start to feel more premium, if that makes sense. It feels more premium and more nicer. Also, it has Harman Kardon speakers. You have speakers on the side. It's nice. It's definitely surprisingly nice. Here on the left side you have the e-save button. If you press this e-save button, the car will save the battery for later, so we'll try to work more with a petrol engine, and later when you go in the city, for example, and you know you want to drive in electric mode, or you don't want to make too much noise, then you deactivate it and then it will use the battery. So that's another smart thing and easy to control. Here you have all the safety features. You can personalize all the safety features, and from here you can activate and deactivate them. So if you don't want to have this alert from the speed limit, for example, you can definitely deactivate it from here. So yeah, I will leave it all on because I want to show you how they work on the highway. Other than that, the car runs so smooth because you have that electric motor that helped the car in the beginning. You will see how nice and how smooth it starts from the traffic stops and stuff like that. It runs really smooth. You don't feel when it's changing the gears. You just hear it sometimes, but it's not something noisy, if that makes sense. Also, when you drive at certain speed up to 50 km/h, all the system, it's incredible smooth. When you drive a little bit faster, you try to accelerate, you try to go a little bit aggressively driving, then you hear a little bit of the noise when it's rev on the petrol engine, but the fact that you have the electric motor that help, it will give you that quick response, and that's so nice feeling. For example, right here, it's just driving in electric right now, and you can see how smooth it is. The curves, the feeling, the comfort on the seats, it's fabulous. I sit so well, I stay so well on the seats. You have side supports. They are, for me at least, at 173 centimeters, it's just really comfortable. Good position of driving, a little bit higher, so it's not a sporty position, so don't expect to stay low. It stays a little bit higher, but it's perfect because you have also a good visibility outside. Otherwise, it seems to run pretty smooth even with those rims, 19-inch rims. Surprisingly, over the bumps, the suspension doing a great job. Let's activate, guys. Let me show you the autopilot from here. You activate it from those buttons, so all you have to do is just go here, select the driving systems, and then from here you activate it like that. You choose the speed, and now the car will keep between the lanes, will accelerate, will brake, and look at this. And let's go to 100. Here it's 100, so we can keep this speed, and look at this, the car will stay between the lanes. It's level 1 autopilot, but surprisingly for level 1 autopilot is doing a good job, a really good job. It has the radars, it has the camera that read the car in front, and you can change even the view. Let me show you this view. You can see right now in the front you have this driver assistant view where it shows you the car in front, and the car right now, it's accelerate, it's brake, it's keep between the lanes. Depending what the car in front will do, your car will react. So that's it's fabulous. I mean, it has so much technology, and if I'm not wrong, if you want to have it optional, I don't remember exactly, I will tell you in the review, but I think it's around 500 euro to have those systems, safety systems, and I definitely recommend you to get it, guys, because look at this. It's now, it warns you to put your hands on the steering wheel from time to time, but it's still keep between the lanes, and it's keeping between the lanes perfectly between the lines. It's not as good as the Tesla one, for example, but it's pretty good. And on the highway, it's very convenient. At least when you have the hands on the steering wheel, it works really smooth and good. And now it's keeping the distance between the cars in front in such a good way. Really good job. Look at this. Still, it's brake because the car in front is brake. You can choose also the distance between you and the car is in front. I will take the control because this guy doesn't stay between the lanes, right? But you can choose here how much distance to keep between you and the car in front, and you can choose to go a little bit closer, and the car will go a little bit closer to the car in front. So yeah, we will see also here. You see it goes closer and closer. I like to keep a little bit of bigger distance between my car and the car in front for the safety purpose. But keep in mind, you see now this car go away, and this car, in my car, it's accelerating to go a little bit faster. And now put your hands on the steering wheel. I put my hands again. It goes, the car in front, it goes away, and my car accelerate a little bit more in order to go at the desired speed. I press the brake a little bit. The biggest advantage of those kind of cars, guys, is the fact that when you go downhill right now and you press the brake, it will recuperate all this energy back to the battery. And you can see that if you go to the graphic here and you go to electric, you can see how the car recuperate the energy. Now, don't expect to have a sporty feeling. You don't have a sporty feeling. The car is set up to be comfortable. The car is set up to be exactly what it's supposed to be, and it's doing it in a gorgeous way. The steering feeling, the way they set it up, it's so good. Let's change the driving mode right now. Let's go in sport mode, for example. In eco mode, The steering wheel, it's soft, it's assisted, it's nice. You go easy in roundabouts and also in the city, and even in the curves there stay pretty good. You have those side supports. If you go in sport mode, the steering it starts to be a little bit more heavier and the car it's reacting a little bit more dynamic, but we will see that how much of a difference it is. Also the gearbox, the acceleration, it's much more quicker. Oh, I feel that. So it's much more quicker. Oh, look at this. Yes, 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 yes. But even so, what I'm surprised to notice is that in comparison with Dacia Duster, for example, it's much more silent. Oh, it stays good in curve, man. And the grip, it's phenomenal. It's a front wheel drive, but the grip, it's so good. It's much more silent. The insulation between the engine and the cabin, it's much more silent, so you don't hear too much noise. So it's a little bit more silenter, even though they kind of use the same system, the same battery, the same E-Tech full hybrid system. Visibility, it's perfect. Comfort, it's great. Wow, the acceleration, it's good. It's pretty quick. I feel like it's more than enough. 145 horsepower. It feels pretty quick because of the electric motor. That's why it gives you such a good. You see the blind spot technology in the corner there. You can see this crazy guy that make this kind of dangerous movement. And we can also wow, you hear the engine, it's revving much higher and changing the gears later, but it's smooth. You don't hear it. I like that it's silent. The insulation, it's really, really good. Now 120 on the highway, the car, it stays really good on the road. It feels stable. 130, sound insulation seems to be pretty good as well. Even at 130, you start to hear a little bit of wind. Not too much. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I didn't expect to be that good. You hear some wind. Anyway, it's windy outside, but it's pretty good. Of course, it's not a heavy feeling. It's still pretty soft. The steering wheel, it's pretty assisted, and overall the car, it's pretty comfortable, and suspension pretty soft. So you don't have that heavy feeling. You have a soft, nice feeling, but up to 130, it's super stable, super good. And it feels like it can handle high speeds and cruising without any problem. So yeah, lovely car. From my point of view, it's great. I like it. Now we will go out here. I have a lot of power. I like how good the transition and how good the electric motor collaborate with the petrol engine in such a nice smooth way. You can also configure those screens in many ways. Now let's choose the map. I love the map on the front there. You can see so good. You can see also the graphic here, but you can go back here to the map. Now when I release the acceleration, the B mode, regenerate the energy, is not one pedal drive, but I would say for a full hybrid it's pretty powerful. It's the way it should be. Not too much powerful, not too much soft. So it's somewhere in the middle there. Now, if we want to try an acceleration, yeah, around 10 seconds, but it's pretty fine. For the purpose of the car, it's pretty good. It's gripping good. It's what I like the most on the car is the fact that really the the electric motor and the petrol engine, they are working so good together. This is I think the hardest job when it comes to car manufacturers, when it comes to those transition between regenerative brake and physical brakes, between driving on petrol and driving on electric, and the transition between them to be as smooth as possible. And on this car is doing such a good job. Let's go now to the comfort mode. We will drive a little bit also in the comfort mode, and man, the suspensions are pretty good. I like the suspension very much. The car is set up for comfort, so you know what it is. The suspension are soft, are nice, are comfortable, and in combination with the seats, I have only positive words about them, even though we will test it a little bit more around here. But in general, I tell you, I like them very much. Suspension are one of my favorite part. Seats, the way they position the screens, it's perfect. The steering wheel, it's gorgeous. The size, I don't know if I have something that I don't like about the car. Sound insulation, pretty good. It's such a good stable car. And I don't know, man, Renault in the last years makes such a good cars. They are really good cars. You should try them. They are definitely over the average, and they start to feel more premium and more premium and more premium, and that's so important. They make small steps in a positive direction. Probably the only one thing that I would change to this car will be the back of the car. So I will change the design of the back of the car to look much more new, like the new Symbiosis that looks super nice. I will definitely. But other than that, I love the front end. I love the fact that now it comes with full LED headlights. Headlights are LED standard on all models, so that's super important. Brake seems to work quite fine as well, and I don't seem to feel that transition between regenerative brake and physical brakes. Let's see here. Here we have some big bumps, so we can test those bumps. We have some train railways where we can check the suspensions. Now I just release the pedal and the car regenerate the energy back into the battery, and we will go here. Those are really big, those big bumps here. As the suspension seems to be also good quality. You don't hear noise or something from there. They are fine. They are really fine. I think this car is perfect all arounder. It's fantastic for a family. It has so much space in the back, and you have those modular seats. Check out the review to see how you adjust the seats, and so much. Of course, on the full hybrid you have less space in the trunk, but in general it's very spacious. It's very compact, so you can drive it in the city. You can park it easily in the city. So it's phenomenal from my point of view. It's such a good car, such a well thought car. And auto hold, it's engaging so fast. You see, it's just smooth, much more smoother than before. Before you felt something there, but now you don't have that feelings and sounds on this one. It's much more smooth. From what I understand from Renault, they also improved the software from the previous version. So even though they use kind of the same full hybrid system, from time to time they improve the software. So the software, it's much better. Like, I mean, they improved the collaboration between the engines and the software of the full hybrid system. I mean, the way they set it up. Yeah, let's see in the roundabout, the turning circle and the steering wheel. It's soft, it's nice. I have such a good visibility here, and I can see the roundabout edge. Usually I don't see it in other cars, but in this one I see it surprisingly good. So Man, I like it. I don't know. I can get used with this car. I'm really curious to see the Renault Symbiote. I'm extremely curious because I like so much that car. Even as a design, I love it. And the great part is that you can use also the voice command from here, so that's so convenient. How many degrees are outside today?
Involuntary today, expect a high of 32 and a low of 20.
You see, it's the same as you have your phone, your Google Assist voice command. Let's see another thing. Navigate to the nearest gas station.
Navigating to Mole.
Look at this, man. I mean, it's so crazy. And you're driving, you don't have to take your eyes off the road. You just press this button, physical button, and then you navigate. Cancel the navigation.
Stopping navigation.
Fantastic. One of the best voice command ever. Because, yeah, of course it get help from Google, but that's the point, to have it here. And for final customer, trust me guys, this system is better than what you find in this G-Class, for example. For sure, 100%. Let's try something else. Can you turn off the climatic system?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Turn off the AC.
Okay, turning off the aircon.
Wow, I can't believe that you can do that. What? No way. I need it. I need it. But wow, it's just fantastic how many things you can do, and it works pretty fine. Anyway, regarding driving, man, it's a good car. Go and test drive it. You might like it very much. So easy, so smooth go. And right now we are driving in electric mode. Let's see what kind of consumption we have. 5.8 liters. Not bad, right? 5.8 liters is pretty good. And we drive aggressively, we try acceleration, we drive on the highway, we had a little bit of traffic. It's not bad. 5.8 liters, pretty good. If I had driven the normal petrol engine, probably I had around 8 liters, around there. Well, I like how agile is the car, man. It's so agile, it feels so light. It definitely feels light. I like it so much. Yeah, I don't know, this car start to be more and more my favorite, the Captur. And wait to see the review video with how much space you have in the back. It's crazy good. 5.7 liter, and we have half battery, over half battery. And if we go in eco mode now and we try to save some energy, we go to eco, and we have the climatic system on level 2, guys. And outside there are 33 degrees, they say here now, even though I think it's more. But it's pretty good, surprisingly good. Let's go and park the car. And also I want to show you if it works, the park assist, because the car comes with an option, a park assist option, where you can definitely park the car around, so close to other cars. It's also an option, of course. You have also the 360 degrees camera that I want to show you as well, and you will see in a few seconds how it works and how it looks. Over those speed bumps, yeah, here you feel a little bit the suspension a little bit harder, but only when the speed bumps are big. So if you have big bumps, then you feel a little bit harder, but otherwise it's perfectly. Usually you don't feel that on the street. Most of the streets are really good and they have small bumps, but big bumps, then you start to feel a little bit stiffer. Let me try to park the car around other cars to show you how this park system works. So you have to go here, hands-free park assist they call it, and right now the car will try to find some parking lots around it. And let's see here, we have 5.6 liter consumption, by the way. Until here we will lose a little bit of no, I want to park it like that. So you have three options: go away from park horizontally, or park vertically. And I just choose this park vertically, and it finds a place. Stop, it says stop. Now put it in reverse. I put it in reverse, and right now look the directions. Okay, and what next? Go in reverse. Aha, so I just press the acceleration. Okay, so that means I play with the pedals. So you have to play with the pedals and the car will stop. Now put it in forward. Okay, so it tells you what to do, right? And then the car will, so you have to use the pedals. Nah, come on, man, I don't trust it. So now you can go back. So yeah, it's just steer for you, but you have to use you definitely have to use the pedals. I don't trust it, to be honest. I'm not such a big fan of those systems. So it goes super close. Yeah, anyway, I'm not such a big fan of those systems. I want to take the control now. Yeah, I don't know, sometimes it's works, sometimes not, but I'm not a big fan. I just want to show you how it works, but I never use it. Even on my car I never use those systems. Anyway, let's park it here and let me show you the numbers. Just like that. I have 5.5 liter consumption. Super good. You can see the 360 degrees camera. Anyway, you can park it so good with this system. With those cameras are so useful, so convenient. So yeah, and I like this gear shifter as well. It's so simple. Even though I find it much more useful, this one behind the steering wheel, the one that they use now on the new cars, 5.5 liter. I find this also pretty cool here in the middle, but I think they will save some space here for the future, probably make all this area here full of storage spaces, and this one move it here. In the future car maybe it will make more sense, but yeah, anyway, it's fantastic. I mean, it's easy to use. For some people they prefer it here. Anyway, you have a lot of storage space here, down here, here, and so on. Anyway, 5.5 liter consumption. The way I drive, I find it a pretty good consumption. I really like that. Phenomenal car, pretty efficient, pretty comfortable. It starts to feel more premium than the previous version. Also, I love the screen. I love the new digital screen. Steering wheel have such a good quality. I think it's a good price for what this car offers. So definitely one of the best car when it comes to price quality ratio. That's my opinion. I hope the video was useful. I hope you get some useful information from here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I will really appreciate that. Thank you to all of you that are watching my videos. Really appreciate, guys, that you're here always. Don't miss out the full review video. Don't miss out other videos, consumption test video that I will do with the car. Stay safe, and I see you soon in the next one. Bye, guys.